Chief Meteorologist Eric Snyder.
You know, a lot of times the night before we're about to have a discussion about strong to severe thunderstorms, you could kind of tell something's in the air. It's warm. It's getting more muggy. Tonight is not one of those nights. It's 45 degrees, still breezy with an easterly wind with a wind chill in the upper 30s. Tomorrow is going to be dramatically different. It is going to happen very quickly once this warm front starts to make progress northward, of which no signs of it right now. Satellite and radar, a lot of cloud cover here locally. That's otherwise about it. Some good news off to our west with what was supposed to be a pretty significant outbreak of severe weather today and tonight. That is still ongoing, but I'm of the opinion this was not nearly as severe as some of the advertisement. Now, sometimes, not always though, when you get the day before things underperforming, you kind of hope that that skips to the next day too, and that's where our fingers remain crossed tomorrow. But no guarantees with that, unfortunately. Kiddos at the bus stop in the morning, 40s with a few thunderstorms in the morning. Those could be the loud thunderstorms trapped underneath some of that cold air at the surface. You go from 40s getting on the bus in the morning to 70s coming back into the course of the afternoon. That is that dramatic temperature rise with a lot of humidity in the mix there too. A few strong storms will start to fire up by that point. More specifically with this timeline, there will be multiple rounds and opportunities for storms out of this. The first one will arrive, we think, likely after about 8 o'clock in the morning. Let's say 8 to 11 to about 8 to noon. Got enough cool air still at the surface. I doubt those are going to be severe. Could be loud, could be gusty. Main window of opportunity tomorrow for issues will exist from 12 noon through about 8 o'clock. And I'm going to put a particular emphasis on that half of that 8-hour window. You're going to see why with Future View in a moment. And then we start to wind this down through the course of tomorrow night. So noon to 8 p.m. is your eye to the sky kind of a deal. And it certainly does not mean everybody's going to have big issues tomorrow. That is not how this is going to play out. But selectively, there could be some problems. First round, there it goes. Get this in and out of here, and then the break starts to materialize. We get in on this, and temperatures surge into the 70s with some partial sun. That will serve as fuel for what is now being advertised as the main event. Models gelling on this evening solution now. Damaging wind gusts and enough spin in there that we can't rule out a brief spin-up tornado. That's unlikely, but it's a non-zero chance with this. Two pathways now. If you don't see sunshine in any capacity tomorrow, our severe weather threat's going to be pretty dang low. And I don't think we get in on major issues at all. And that might be the more likely solution. But this is still out there. You get that partial sunshine early afternoon, instability goes up, a lot of twisting and turning with those thunderstorms, and that's where you start to get those severe weather issues 12 to 8 o'clock. We get through 8 o'clock with no problems. I'm going to feel a whole lot better tomorrow as that threat really starts to wind down. Temperatures start to drop pretty quickly behind Wednesday. Thursday in the 50s. Highs not getting out of the 40s on Friday. I always like to remind folks of this, as it's always severe this, severe that. Storms are really small. Western New York is a really big place. If we're going to get these to fire, it will only affect a very limited number of you. But those that are affected tomorrow, these could be locally intense.
All right, and we're blaming the sun.
The sun's going to be the big problem tomorrow if we get that. Or blame me, one of the two.